Hello, and welcome to this yin and yang yoga flow. So the idea behind this class today is that we are releasing any stuck energy, and we're doing it through two very different energetic systems. So the first half of the class is going to be yin yoga. Yin yoga is very slow. It's introverted, and it releases the fascia, which is the connective tissue in and around the muscles. So the only way to release the density that we build up in and around our muscles is when we are called to hold long poses. So the first half of the class is introverted. I invite you to grab a few pillows, maybe a block, blankets, to just make sure that you're really well supported. It's a beautiful, comfortable way of stretching out the body. Then for the second half, we're going to build some heat. We're going to go into the yang energy. Yang is warm, it's faster, it's how we stretch out our muscles. So we're going to definitely build up the heart rate for the second half and finish off with a juicy yang stretch. So then we'll be stretching into the muscles. Now, our three main points that get really stuck in terms of energetic blockages, I should say, our shoulders and chest region, especially if we're over a computer a lot of the time. Our hips, especially if we're sitting, they're also the center of where we store all our emotional baggage. So we'll be working on those two areas specifically, as well as the side body, which can also really hold a lot of tension. So pause if you need to, grab yourself a few blankets, pillows, whatever for this first half, and we'll get going. Great, so we're going to start on our hands and knees to begin with. We'll take a few cat and cows just to warm up the spine a little bit before we venture in. So hands will be stacked directly underneath the shoulders and knees will be stacked directly under the hips. On your inhale, take the chest forward, lift the sit bones high. Exhale, drop the tailbone and lift the back of the heart space. So we inhale to expand. Exhale. Now you could take this as fast or as slow as you like today. The idea is just to create a little bit of movement in the spine. Three more in your breath. That's it. And then just sitting back. Okay, so you won't need any pillows for this first one. We're going to take a little stretch in the heart space, and I'll demonstrate this. What you're going to do from where we are right now, you'll take your hands a few hand spaces forward and then drop the heart space. Now you'll notice that I don't take my hips back. I keep them stacked above my knees. I take the hands forward and then I drop the heart space. And I can rest my forehead down on the mat. So this posture is called Anahatasana. So I'll invite you to stay here for the next few moments. And the idea and concept with this is you're melting your heart down towards the ground. Now, if you have any discomfort with the hands being in and around the shoulders, then take the arms a little bit wider. That's going to help release any compression in and around the shoulder joints. Okay, relax the forehead down onto your mat, and if you feel that you need to be a little bit higher, you can place a pillow underneath the chest. That's a really good way to also help relax. Good. Now, as you stay in this Anahatasana, just imagine that everything in and around the shoulders is liquid. So there's this real softening. We'll be here for another few moments, so see if you can deepen your breath, take it all the way to the sit bones. A few more breaths here. The beauty of a yin flow is the longer we hold, the more space we create, especially in and around the shoulders and heart space here. So for the final 3 breaths, see if you can just sink your heart space down a bit further. Last breath here. And as you come out of this, I'll get you to gently just walk your hands back so you've got your hands stacked underneath your shoulders. And we'll rinse out that posture with a few cat and cows. So just inhaling back to this position and then exhaling, pressing up. So we're rinsing out that posture and just creating a little bit more space with the movement. And then as you're ready, I'm gonna get you to come into child's pose now. You've got 2 options. Option 1 is to have the knees together facing forward. Option 2 is have the knees as wide as your mat, so about 1/2 meter wide almost, and then taking the arms forward. Same idea, but we've got the hips sinking down on the back of the heels now. If it feels a little uncomfortable, you can place a pillow or 2 underneath your head and turn your head to one side. For this posture, we are encouraging the back body to expand. We're just going to be here for a few breaths. It opens up the hips, it expands the entire back body. Allow your head, neck, and jaw to be completely free from tension. Now stay down, but just start to walk your hands over to one side. So your hands are moving over either to the right or the left side. Keep your 2 sit bones grounded down, but we'll start to stretch into the side body for the next few breaths. See if you can relax the head down. If you feel you need a bit more support, place the pillow under the chest and or head. But we want to have the hips facing forward, the body reaching to the side, and we'll start to expand all the way through the side body. Now there's a real heaviness in the hips here. So allow those hips to be as heavy as you can and the hands to be nice and heavy. Then the side body, you want to think that it's all liquid and you can expand even further into the rib cage. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Release the head and neck. Final breath here. And what I'll get you to do now is stay low to the ground, but walk your hands all the way over to the opposite side now. So you're reaching your 2 arms away from the sit bones and now stretching into the opposite side body. If you need some support, place the pillow under the head. So same thing on this side. Your hips want to be grounding down and your arms want to be grounding down, but allow the side body to feel like liquid. So as if you could feel energy flowing up and down the side body so it can expand and grow and flow. for your final few breaths here, I'll get you to walk your hands even further away just to extend that little bit further. And with that, expand the breath even deeper. And then as you're ready, you'll release this, you'll walk your hands back to center, walk the hands back towards your legs, and just bring the knees in towards each other. I'm going to tuck the toes under just for a moment and sink down on the heels. Now this posture is often quite deceptive. It feels super simple, but the longer we sit here, the more we're going to stretch into our plantar fascia, which is all on the bottom of our feet. So we're just going to sit here with the hands open on the lap. If you'd like to, maybe close down the eyes, and it will be a little bit discomforting, especially if you wear tight shoes or heels. But we're going to stay here for a few breaths to really release the muscles in the feet. If it does become too uncomfortable, place the hands forward for a moment and then shift back. Otherwise, if it makes you feel better too, you can expand the arms up overhead on the inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart space, and that can help you breathe through this as well. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale down. We're just going to do 3 more, so try and stick with it. I know it's quite painful releasing out the feet. Last 2. Last 1. Commit to the whole breath. The whole breath out. Take the hands down, untuck the toes, give them a little bang out to release that tension. Okay, I'm going to come into butterfly now. So unlike in a yang yoga, we tend to have the feet right in towards the crutch. What we want to do is take the feet a little bit further away to create a diamond shape with the legs. That's it. Now, if you're finding you're contracted back a little bit, sit up on one of your pillows just to lift your hips a little bit higher. That helps you lift up. And then I invite you to also place a pillow or even 2 on top of your legs, and then you'll forward fold. Now you can take the hands underneath the forehead, or you can turn the head either side. We're going to be here for quite a few moments. We're stretching into the outer hips. You might even feel this in the back of the hamstrings, and you might feel a bit of release in the lower back. So relaxing the head down now. If the posture is too uncomfortable, place another pillow or turn it on its side or come back up. If you feel you need more stretch, then you take a pillow away, releasing the head and neck and jaw. We're about halfway through. Just test out what the body needs. As you get more space in the body, you might find you want to go a bit lower, so you can remove a pillow. Or if you're finding you're starting to cramp and tense up, then back off a little bit. Tune into your body, but whatever you do, release the head, neck, and shoulders. For the final few breaths here, I invite you to really breathe into the lower back. Create space in the whole back body by expanding your inhale and exhale. Take 3 full breaths, and once you have completed your full 3 breaths, I'll get you to slowly bring yourself upright. There's no rush, just take your time. And then remove the pillows, just take the feet so they're in front of you and just rock out the knees side to side to counteract that a little bit. That's it. Oh, beautiful. Now we have one more yin yoga position before we start to flow. So, a few different options here. I'll let you know that this posture is called the dragon pose. It has a reason. We are opening up the hips and the front of the hip flexors. Now we store a lot of emotions here, so if you feel some discomfort, see if you can breathe through it. Option 1 is to take your knee forward, knee stacked directly above the ankle, shift the back leg back, and you can stay either upright or build yourself a little pile of pillows to hold on to. Or option 2 is to bring your elbows down on the inside of the foot. Okay? You can also have some pillows stacked under you to make that a little bit more accessible. Okay, but we want to feel this. You'll feel it probably, it's different for everybody, but you're potentially going to feel it in the front of the hip, the quad, the outer hip, the hip flexor. So just feel what is right for you. If you need more pillows underneath your back knee, so making your choice for the dragon, you've got knee above ankle, dropping the hips down, and then either hands onto the pillow, elbows down onto the pillow. It's quite an intense posture, so what I suggest is breathing into the front of the hip or the outer hip, wherever you feel this. We're going to be here for quite a few moments, so relax the head, neck and shoulders. So it's simply the bottom of the legs that are working, and you're allowing gravity to drop you down. If you need any more support under that back knee, you could just place a pillow under it as well. We've got 5 more full breaths on this side. See if on every exhale you can drop the hip even lower to the ground. So every exhale, there's just this thinking of dropping the hip down. It might not actually go down, but it's that idea of releasing it and creating that heaviness in the front of the hip. We've got about 3 more deep, committed breaths on this side, and then we will shift over. Final breath here. Then slowly release, bring your hands underneath you to support you, and we'll shift directly onto the other side. If you want to just sink the hips down for a moment, take that little reset, then shift to the other side. So taking the knee stacked directly above the ankle, dropping the hip down. Option 1 to stay up. Option 2, bring the elbows down, the hands down, and allow the back hip to be especially heavy. Last few breaths here, 5 committed breaths, allowing that back hip to lower each exhale. Hey Frank. Hello. You want to come join in, do you? Oh. And then slowly releasing out. Come and sit back on the heels, just reset. I've got my friend here who wants to help out. Okay, Frankie, over here. Over here. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. So, from here, if you've got any pillows, just remove them to the side. We're going to get into the flow aspect now. So any pillows, just pop them over. You might use them at the end of the class. Okay, we're going to come to the top of our mats. Bring your feet hip-width distance apart. We'll start to build energy now. So hands come to the heart space. Use your inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hinge at the hips, touch the floor, bend the knees as much as you need to. From here, inhale, reach the heart space forward, and then exhale, press back to either a high plank or a modified plank. From here, we're going to lower down to the floor for 5 breaths. So elbows squeeze into the side body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck your toes, lift the heart space, inhale, little baby cobra, exhale, lengthen down. 5 more of these in your breath, going for length. So we're not going for height, we want to really lengthen out the crown of the head as we do this. 3 more, press the soles of the feet down. Belly's trying to levitate off the mat. Last one, we're going to press back to child's pose and then tuck your toes under, lift the hips high to the sky. We'll take our first down facing dog. So pedal out 1 foot at a time, create a little bit of space in the back body. 3 full breaths here, lifting the sit bones as high as you can, pressing the chest back towards the legs and then dropping the heels towards the earth. 2 more breaths here. Look forward to the top of your mat. Walk, hop, backflip to the top of the mat. That's it. Inhale to come all the way up to standing. And then exhale, bring the hands to the heart space. We're going to do another Surya A and then start to learn our flow for the day. So inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, forward fold, touch the toes. Inhale, the heart space forward, stepping back to high plank. From here, with either the knees down or knees off, lower halfway down, then come up to a cobra, upward facing dog. That's it, so you can either drop the knees or have the knees lifted and then tuck the toes straight away from here, down facing dog. Good, from here, step your back leg forward. So the one that's furthest away from the camera. That's it, we're gonna come into a high lunge. And if you wanna make this gentler, bring the back leg in. If you wanna make it stronger, take the back leg out. From here, we inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlock the hands behind your back. Inhale, press the hands down, lift the chest up. And then exhale, drop the body on the inner seam of the knee. We're going to repeat this a few times. So release the hands, inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, interlock the hands behind the back. The inhale, press the hands down like an anchor to lift the chest. And then exhale, come forward, keep the interlock of the hands. Release the grip, inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, interlock behind the back. Press the heart space up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold. 3 more like this. Inhaling to lift up to the sky. Exhale down. So the legs are solid. We're opening the heart space. We keep it open as we forward fold. 2 more. You can follow me with my counts or my breaths, or you can just go with your breath, okay? Last one of these, we'll meet with the arms up overhead. And then we'll just bring the hands to the heart space and pause there. Beautiful. Now, your front arm, so the arm closest to the camera, is going to float to the side to your front leg. The front hand, just put it on the top of your thigh. So we inhale, reach and extend to the side. Exhale, float it down. So we're stretching up through the psoas, up through the hip flexor. Inhale, reach to the side. Exhale, come back to center. 4 more like this. Inhaling to expand. Exhale back. It's a little bit wobbly as you go over to the side. This hand pressing firmly down is going to help you balance there. 2 more. The further you go, the higher this stretch will come up into the stomach. Last one of these. Now, the next time you bring your arm up overhead, I want you to reach that hand forward, circle it down, and face the camera. Rotate your knees out to the side to a goddess squat. Hands to the heart space. Beautiful. Just track your knees back as far as you can. Now we're going to shift to the front of the mat on one leg. You can either just have the toes dabbing on the ground or flex the foot off. Okay, just try that transition. Goddess squat. Use an inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. 4 of these. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, press over to the supporting leg. Exhale, let it fall. 2 more. Lift and strengthen. Exhale, bend. Last one, pause here. We're going to cross this leg over and sit down as if you're reading a newspaper. That's it. If you need to make it gentler, come up. If you want to make it even gentler, you can come to a tree pose, okay? Options are there. Hands to the heart space, sink the hips down. We're opening up that side of the hip. Wobbles are welcome. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. The worst thing that happens is you put your foot down, you come back in. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, keep the heart space high even as we come over. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, come down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, come down. Extend that leg out to the side. Come back to your goddess squat. Good. Now we're going to shift to the other side. We inhale, press off. You can just tap the foot or you can lift it off. Exhale to come down. Press over to the opposite side. Good. So the more you press down, the easier it is to balance there. 3 more. Here we go. Make your landing as soft as you can. Last one, stay. Cross it over. Let's sit down, read our newspaper, wobbles and all. Okay, lower the hips as low as you can. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. 3 more like this. Inhaling up. Keep the upper body high, but hips low. That's it. 2 more. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Inhale, kick that leg out to the side. Exhale, goddess squat. Now, 2 options here. If you need a rest from the legs, it's quite strong and we've got a little bit more to go, just straighten the knees up. If you want to challenge yourself, stay down. Your choice. Okay, arms are going to go out. Doesn't matter which arm goes on top. We're gonna take eagle arms. So arms cross over, elbows connect, then you either hug your shoulders, you flip the back of the hands to touch each other, or you can go for a full rotation to have the full eagle arms. So option 1, hug. Option 2, back of the hands connect. Option 3, front of the hands connect. Okay, good. Beautiful. Now the elbows want to lift even higher. That's it. We're going to be here for 3 more breaths. And then if you are in the squat, just release the legs, release the arms. Now, just be monitoring of what side you're on. Cross the opposite arm on top now. Check in, sometimes the shoulders are different. So option 1, option 2, option 3. You can either stay down in the goddess squat or lifting up. We're going to be here for 3 breaths. Lift the elbows as high as you can. Drop the hips as low as you can if you're in goddess. You've got it for 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Release the arms out. Okay, now what we're going to do in the goddess squat is the arms, we're going to lift them up and we're going to forward fold. So if you do want to keep the legs gentler, keep them straight with a slight bend and just lift and undulate from here. If you want to fire up everything here, then you will stay down. Okay, crossing one arm or go to the original side. Doesn't matter if you do the same as me or your version, as long as you do both sides. So first side, here we go. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the heart space. Exhale, forward fold, almost try and chop suey the ground. Inhale, lift up towards the sky. Exhale, chop suey down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, chop suey down. Final one of these. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, chop suey the elbows down. Next time you inhale, expand the arms, straighten the knees, and straight away switch over. So whichever arm you didn't have on top. And then if you're taking the goddess squat, sink the hips down. 5 of these. Inhale, lift the elbows. Exhale, coming all the way down, chop suey. Inhale, the heart space high. Exhale, draw the belly in to really support this. Your legs are gonna love you tomorrow. Maybe not now. 2 more. Last one of these. Inhale up. Exhale down. Next inhale, reach the arms out to the side and just shake it out. Okay, we've done one side with the lunge. We need to repeat the other way. So back end of the mat, find your lunge. Gentler option, bring the legs closer. Stronger option, take the legs further back. Beautiful, hands to the heart space. We use an inhale, reach the hands up to the sky. Exhale, interlock the fingers behind. Inhale, lift the heart space up to the sky. Exhale, come in the inner seam of the leg. Straight away, reach the arms up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, interlock the hands behind the back. Use it as an anchor. Inhale, the heart space high. Exhale, forward fold. 3 more like this. Inhale to come up. You can either do this in your own breath or follow along with me, okay? These 4 actions, each with a breath. One more round. Really enjoy that opening of the front of the chest. Next time you have your arms above your head, just bring them to the heart space and we'll go straight into the side body. So back hand holds onto the front leg. Front arm closest to the camera is going to do the inhale, lift up and over. Exhale, float it back and down. Keep lifting and lengthening up through the spine and you'll get a lovely stretch all the way up to the belly. 3 more of these. Last one. Woo! Wobble, wobble, wobble. Good, and then from here, swing the arms up to the sky, bring the hands and legs together, exhale, hands to the heart space. Good, we're gonna flow this a few times, get the heart rate up, and then we'll come into some juicy yang stretches to really lengthen out the hips, the heart space, and the side body, okay? So this is the heat that we're developing to enable us to really stretch into the muscles. Hands to the heart space. We inhale, bring the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, touch the hands to the toes. Inhale, heart space forward, either stepping with the modified plank or high plank. Exhale to come down, either halfway or the full way down. Up facing dog or little baby cobra. Then exhale, find your way down facing dog. Now the leg furthest away from the camera, bring it to the front. So the same leg we just had forward. Inhale the arms up, we're gonna begin the sequence. Exhale, interlock the fingers behind the back. Inhale, lift the heart space up. Exhale, forward fold. From here, inhale just the front arm up and over. And then as you exhale, you're gonna curl around to your goddess squat, hands to the heart space. We're gonna go this way first. Inhale, kick the leg up. Exhale down. Inhale, stay this time. Cross over as you exhale. Inhale the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Kick the leg out on your next inhale. And then exhale, goddess pose. Inhale the arms out to the side. Find your eagle pose as you exhale. Inhale the heart space to the sky. Exhale, chop suey down. Inhale, open the arms. And then bring the hands to the heart space. We're gonna reverse the sequence. Inhale here, exhale, come over to the other side. Crossing over, sinking down. Beautiful, use an inhale, reach the hands up overhead. Exhale, hands to the heart space, kick the leg out to the side, inhale, and then sinking down. Goddess arms, we open up and expand, opposite arm on top, eagle arms, exhale. Inhale, lift the chest to the sky. Exhale, chop suey. Inhale, lift the arms to the sky. Exhale, reach the arms out. Now we're going to shift back to the opposite side and take the sequence from here. Inhale, scoop the arms up. Exhale, interlock the hands behind the heart space. Inhale, lifting the heart space. Exhale, forward. As we inhale, straight away come into that side bend. Inhale. And then exhale, bring the hands and feet together. Use an inhale, hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Okay, let's go one more time, one more round from the beginning. Inhale, scoop the arms to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Heart space lifts as you inhale. Then find your flow, either modified plank, halfway down, baby cobra, or up dog, your choice. Then tuck your toes down, lift back to down facing dog. Now the leg that steps forward is the one furthest away from the camera. So what I would think of as a back leg. That's it, so we can open to the front. Inhale the arms up to the sky. Exhale, interlock the hands behind the back. Inhale, lift the chest up. Forward fold, exhale. Ready for the side bend straight away. Front arm inhales over to the back side. And then roll around, exhale, goddess squat. Over to this side. Inhale, lift the foot. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, stay. Crossing over, find it. Exhaling down. Beautiful. Hands up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, kick the leg out. Exhale, beautiful. Open the arms. Inhale out. Eagle arms, exhale. Lift the chest. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Lift the arms. Inhale. Open up, exhale. Good. Inhale. Exhale, opposite side. Inhale. And then exhale, sink it down. Hands to the heart space. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale down. Inhale, kick the leg out. Exhaling down, arms out to the side. Inhale, cross the opposite arm over. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, chop suey down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, open the arms out. Twisting back to the original side. We scoop the arms up. Inhale, behind the back. Exhale. Interlock the heart space up. Forward fold. Exhale. Front arm over to the side. Inhale. And then exhale, come feet and hands to the front. Final inhale is to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Just turn to the front, take a few moments here, close down the eyes. Just feel the energy that is rotating in the body and see if you can start to expand your out breath. The heart's racing. You can bring a gentle sway into the body. Good. Okay. However you like, jump your way down, backflip, handstand, find your way down to the mat. Good, okay. We're gonna take a heart opening back bend here. So we'll start with bridge pose. Bring your feet so the tips of your middle finger can touch your heel. That's how close you want them to be. Then the next option is to lift your hips up and either keep the hands pressing down or interlock them like we did in the flow and roll the shoulders underneath the chest. We're going to stay here for 5 breaths. Keep your knees parallel to the sky, in line with the hips. Try to look up towards the clouds or the sky, not towards the camera. Just keep the neck really safe. We're going to be here. Lift the heart space even further for the final 3 breaths here. Then release the grip, roll vertebra by vertebra all the way down to the mat. Knock the knees together, take the feet out wide. We've got 1 more of these. So option is to come straight back into that. If you have a wheel pose in your practice and you'd like to try that, you take your fingertips to face your shoulders and you'll lift the heart space up towards the sky. But only do this if this is something you've tried before, and then you'll reach the heart space. Otherwise, you have bridge pose for 5 breaths. Yogi's choice. 5 full breaths here, lifting and opening up the heart space. And then releasing the hands out to the side, vertebra by vertebra to bring you down. Take the soles of the feet together, knees out wide, 1 hand to the heart space, 1 hand to the belly, and just relax for the next few moments. Then hug the knees into the chest, rock yourself up to seated. We're now going to take the yang version of the butterfly. So before we made that real diamond shape with the legs, now I want you to bring the feet closer in towards the groin. Option 1 is to bring the hands behind you and simply lift the chest up, pressing the knees down. Option 2, grab yourself a pillow again if you want, or not. It's completely up to you. You're going to reach forward, okay? Or relax the head down, either way. Your choice. I like to build up the pillows. It feels fun and supported. 5 full breaths in whichever variation you're taking. Allow your knees to be heavy, your sit bones to be heavy, but your upper body to be incredibly light. Especially the jaw, the neck, and the shoulders. Good. And then slowly releasing out of that. Remove the pillows if you've got them. We'll take Upavista Konasana now. So find your legs out nice and wide, sit really tall, and just take your hands and shift your buttocks back so that you're sitting right on the sit bones and you've got this nice length in the spine. Yeah, it feels strange, but it'll help you lift up. Good, we're gonna go into the side body. So same arm as leg will follow the leg. Then I want you to twist in the same direction as the leg before you start to come up and over. That's it. Now instead of creeping forward, I want you to stack the shoulders on top of each other, almost like you're trying to lift your heart space up to the sky. That's gonna increase the length we have. Then for the final few breaths here, I want you to imagine you've got 2 screws in each sit bone that grounds you down, and then someone holds your hand and pulls you even further over. That's it. So the sit bones don't move at all, but the arm and upper body fully lengthen. Final 2 breaths, see if you can reach to your fullest extent, and then come up to seated. Just take a moment to notice the difference in sides. It's really interesting to see how much energy is flowing in the side you just stretched. And straight away, let's shift into the opposite side. So same arm as leg, twist your body first so you're in line with the leg, then reach the arms up and over. That's it. Now we're staying here for a good 5 breaths, 5 full committed breaths. Anchor your sit bones down so they don't move. Then imagine someone has taken hold of your wrist and they've reached you even further. Then for the final 2 breaths, imagine you're trying to lift to look up towards the sky. Open up your chest. You're trying to sunbake the front of your chest for 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming up, shuffling the knees in very gently. Final pose before we enter Shavasana. Our Ekapada Raja Kapotanasana. Try and say that 10 times. Okay, front leg's gonna come in, so the heel's pretty close to the groin. Back leg then rotates so that we've got the hips facing towards the front of the mat. Back leg is parallel to our mat. You can either have the toes tucked or facing down. Then you can either stay upright if that feels okay, or if you've got a pillow nearby, with or without the pillow, coming down. 5 to 8 full breaths here. Now, as I said, the hips are where we store a lot of tension and emotion. So if it's uncomfortable, rather than resisting and coming out of it, I invite you to go deeper by expanding your breath, in particular, expanding the exhale. Release your head and neck. You don't need to look at me. We'll be here for a few more breaths. Final full breath here. Then use your hands to support you. And however you'd like, you could do a backflip, a handstand, or just simply shift to the other side, whatever feels right for your body. So draw the leg in, the foot close in towards the groin. Take the back foot, tuck the toes under, or lengthen them out, but make sure that back leg is parallel to your mat. You've got the option of staying upright or with or without pillows, coming forward. 5 to 8 full committed breaths, sending the breath deep and low wherever you feel the tension in this posture. Last 2 committed breaths. And then using your hands to support you, finding your way into Shavasana. If you'd like to, you can take a pillow, since you've got them handy today, underneath your knees. Sometimes that's really nice if you if you feel any discomfort in the lower back. And we're going to be here for the next few moments. Allow any final tension to simply melt off the body and down into the earth. If you have more time today, then I suggest staying here for the next few moments. Otherwise, inviting some energy into the fingers and toes. And stretching into the upper body as if you're waking up for the first time today. Whatever movements feel right for you, then hug the knees in towards the chest and roll yourself over to one side. For the final moment here, just imagine any final tension simply melting off the bones. Leave it behind as you bring yourself up to seated. Thank you so much for joining me for this class today. If you are ever feeling stuck, you've got stagnant energy you need to release, come back to this class, do the yin, do the yang, flush out the system and feel that energetic flow. Thanks so much. I'll see you next time. Ciao.